Hello, my name is Anat Lowenstein, and I'm the General Secretary of the EURETINA Board and the Chair of the Department of Ophthalmology at the Tel Aviv Medical Center in Tel Aviv, Israel, and Vice Dean of the Sackler Faculty of Medicine at the Tel Aviv University. I'm very proud to introduce Professor Heinrich Heimann, the clinical lead at the Liverpool Ocular Oncology Service at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital in the United Kingdom. I would like to ask Professor Heimann if you could tell us a little bit about your lecture, Visual Acuity Following Retinal Detachment Surgery.
Thank you, Professor Lowenstein, for the kind introduction. I think we all agree that retinal detachment surgery is the bread and butter surgery for any vitreoretinal surgeon. And I think we can also agree that the visual acuity is the most important functional outcome of this. So I find it quite surprising that over the last 50 to 60 years, there basically has been no improvement in this function. Imagine a general surgeon having no improvement in appendectomy results, or a neurosurgeon clipping an aneurysm in the brain. And I might even be more provocative and say, actually, today, some patients will have worse function than those operated on by the very good surgeons in the 1960s. So in this lecture, I would like to review the state-of-the-art outcomes of trials right now, and like to look at the latest imaging. Why is this the case? Why do so many of our patients, despite a successful retinal reattachment, have such a poor visual function? And this has now been well documented with OCTA, with high-resolution OCT, autofluorescence, and adaptive optics. And finally, I would like to discuss whether there's anything we can do right now with all the tools we have, all the surgical options, to find a better path through this jungle of which surgery to do when in our patient, make the next step to improve the visual outcomes in our daily life.
This is so important. I remember when the person who taught me to do retinal surgery, at that time it was still buckles, she would tell every patient that came with the retinal detachment, that was 20 years ago, she would tell every patient, once you have a retinal detachment, no matter what we do, you will never gain the same visual acuity like you had before. This actually was 20 years ago, but unfortunately, many times also today, with all the novel technologies and surgeries, so much easier, the visualization is so good, and we have so many things at our advantage, but still, so many times we look at the retina, everything looks fine, and the patient complains of a decreased visual acuity, and this is so frustrating. So I really look forward to hearing all the details of your talk. I think it is so important to understand for us and for the management of our patients. So thank you very much for studying.
Excellent description of what I want to talk about. Thank you.
Thank you. And everyone can learn more about this during EURETINA 2021 virtual on Saturday, 11 September at 3 p.m. Central European Time across all channels. I hope everyone watching will join us.
Thank you.